So somebody is absolutely trying to rage bait you right now, and maybe this is just confirmation, like you may literally not even care. But it's sort of like this could be a person that you know personally, or somebody that you don't know that just for some reason wants to get some form of reaction out of you, like due to them being triggered by you for some unknown reason, which, the reason doesn't really matter. But if it's like a past person, I was getting that it could literally be somebody who, like, they want to trigger you in order to sort of like prove to themselves and to you that you still care about the situation that happened between the two of you. But I'm getting that you like literally don't. um Somebody may, this is kind of like a weird download, but somebody may almost sort of try to like project that you're like, I don't know, like almost like psychopathic or sociopathic in some way, due to like the degree to which you are able to fully detach from situations while they are like hung up on it emotionally. Like, I'm getting that like they thought, okay, so if this is an ex, they thought you would be the type of person to where like, and I don't know why this is coming up, but like say somebody's a streamer or whatever, and they like go on stream with their new girlfriend or new boyfriend or whatever, and then like the ex is like, spamming the chat or whatever, being like, oh, holy downgrade or whatever, you know what I mean? And they kind of like thought or expected or hoped that you would be that type of ex or something. I'm getting that like this person just kind of like use you as an ego boost anyway, so for some reason they thought that you would just continue to be an ego boost for them indefinitely, even when you like weren't together. um but they thought that they would be more in control of the situation. Like if you ever were like separated, they thought that, it would be on their terms, which I'm picking up that it absolutely was not. And if they did leave you first, it's something to where like you definitely moved on faster and are actually over it. Like you don't think about them. And I think that they really, it's like they're shocked by how little you give a shit about their existence anymore. And they're like questioning if you ever even cared about them in the first place. It's giving that like, I'm not, it's not even that you lied to them or anything. It's just that like the way that you show people, I guess, like love or affection or something like that, it makes them feel extremely important. But like, it's sort of, you are projecting your own internal value onto the connections that you have, even if that's not like, they don't deserve it. Like, you are praising their potential, not who they actually are. And they like never actually stepped into that potential, so you weren't actually praising them. You were like praising what they could be, but it inflated their ego because they started viewing themselves as that person, you know, their like highest self, even though they never actually like did any inner work or took any action. They were never consistent. They like played weird games. I'm getting that like you may have even been in a really long term, and this doesn't have to be romantic either, you can have ex friends, like ex family members and stuff too, if you've cut them off. But it's giving that like someone just thought that they were more important to you than they actually are, because you were so doting. They didn't understand that, you can just like remove that energy and just go on with your life. I'm getting that you almost have this gift, and I think a lot of like the collective does, earth angels and stuff like that, especially if you go through a lot of like intense, like bad things or whatever. um Basically, to progress along your life and not like succumb to that really dense energy, you have to be really, really, really skilled at detachment. And I'm getting that like you have honestly gone through more difficult stuff. It's giving that like you've battled like worse monsters than this person, and you've overcome worse things than like dealing with this person or something like that. Or, even if they were the ones who like hurt you the most or whatever, it's just that you have this almost divine gift of complete detachment, to where you can just, once you decide to and like stick with your decision to move on from somebody, the universe supports that. And then you just, they could be a stranger. And I'm getting that somebody really thought that they were more important to you than that, and you just like view them as a stranger even now. This could be somebody who you're like, well, they never even actually knew me anyway. All they did was misunderstand me. They misunderstood you so much to the point where they completely like it's just that they were wrong. They were wrong. This person like is not in touch with their intuition whatsoever, because for some reason they thought that you were just going to be like obsessed with them forever or something like that, just because, you know, of the way that you treated them. And I'm getting that you just showed them love. And this could be somebody who like the way that they think love is supposed to be given is like toxic, and you know, is conditional love. So you, by you giving them unconditional love, which I feel like you try to bring in all of your connections if you're like taking them seriously, like for some reason they thought because you were showing up in that energy towards them, you would just like never get over them. You would always feel that way, that they were just like a part of you. But it's sort of like, I don't know. I think that they thought they were more important to you than they actually are. And hold on. It's making them feel insecure, and it's making them question things. Uh because I think that they like projected an identity onto you that they like, that made them feel validated. Like, oh, if like, you know, it's giving like, oh yeah, this person is obsessed with me. This person like would never get over me. This person like would be helpless without me. They couldn't make any decisions without me, you know. They would never forget about me if they left me, so they never could, you know, they would always come back. But they were projecting, like, because that's actually what's happening to them, is that they are like, they're going to be in that obsessive ex energy or whatever. They're going to be the ones that like can't make a decision without you. They're going to be the one that like is compromising new relationships because they keep comparing the new person to you or whatever, whereas you're just like going on with your life. Like it's literally irrelevant. And I feel like it may have happened, like your detachment could have happened faster than you expected it to. Once you made the decision, I feel like you grieved whatever it was, you went through that process. But on the other side of it, you're just done. It's not like something that lingers indefinitely, like you're over it. It's not, I'm getting that like once you decided to detach, like once you were done, you were done. It's not like it's taking you years or something to get over this situation, especially once you like fully kind of like woke up and were like, you know what I mean, like this is not for me, this is not meant for me, and in no way does this fit, you know, the vision of my future or whatever. And then it's like as soon as you realize that they do not fit into your highest timeline, that's it, because you're prioritizing that over everything else and will not allow anything to compromise that. It could be your like your guides and stuff like that, whatever, like deities that preside over you or whatever, or watching over you, your ancestors. But it's giving that like, you know, once the realization really set in that whatever this thing, person, situation was does not fit on your vision board, I guess it was an easy choice. So yeah, I'm getting that somebody, it could even just like not be rage baiting, because it could be something like, you know, if for some reason you're in a scenario where you have to like see an ex something occasionally or whatever, it's giving that like they try to like play your song, or they could just send it to you online, or they'll like send you your song or whatever, or like that was your song or something, or they send you something with like they want you to be at least sad, but it's giving that like they think that you'll be sad or even like cry or feel remorseful or even get angry with them or anything. But I'm getting that you like literally laugh. Like I'm almost getting that it's so funny to you that you feel bad for them, and you have to like hide the fact that you're like laughing at them, because I think that like it's really giving that they are so like, even like, okay, like maybe even like 5 months ago they were like so important to you, like, you know what I mean? And now you just like, they're irrelevant. Like you wouldn't notice if you never heard from them again, type of thing, you know. It's like they're fully irrelevant. And I think that it's triggering them because they can't comprehend how, you know, at some point like you were so doting, they, you know what I mean, they thought you were obsessed with them, and then suddenly you just like, the way I'm hearing it in my mind is kind of brutal. I don't think that you like wish harm on anybody, but it's giving that you kind of just like, you're just like, whatever happens to them is irrelevant to you. Like you don't care if they get in another relationship, you don't care if they're talking about you, they don't care if they miss you, they don't care if they're upset. You just kind of just like ready to like move on and just forget that they exist, period, and whatever they do with their life is kind of irrelevant to you from here on out.